Okay, continuing on with our moving up in the organization series, I want to talk to you about reputation. Well, you've probably heard the old adage that there is no substitute for your reputation. That means everything. Well, largely that is true, because your reputation is made up of all the other aspects about you, from personality to competency to beliefs, values, etc. It's the way that other people see you, and ultimately that affects how those other individuals treat you, those below you, those above you, and that has an effect on them. And that effect is often one of the largest resources you have, and can be the motivating or driving force for you moving up in an organization. So reputation is generally broken down into personality, your accomplishments, and then your level of proficiency. So the things that other people know about you. What do they see your personality as? Is it aggressive? Is it relaxed and laid back? Is it pensive? Is it reactionary? Is it what's your personality type? And different types of personalities are valued differently among different types of people, and are generally suited better for different types of positions. So again, how other people see you, your personality type, is incredibly important. Accomplishments, okay? What have you accomplished in the past? All right. People tend to lend credibility to people who have proven themselves. There are plenty of brilliant people out there who have great ideas who no one will listen to. They don't have the background, the proof, as they say, the effect on others that can go to support their claim as to competence or knowledge in a given area or field. Okay, and then proficiency. Okay, your constant demonstration of what you are capable of doing, the hard skills. What can you do? The math. Do you have the creative ability, right? Those types of things. Do you have knowledge of this technical aspect? So again, a level of proficiency can inspire others around you. If you understand what they do, they're more likely to respect your opinion. If you are in charge of people or work alongside people and you don't understand at all what they do, people naturally associate that, okay, you are inferior in this way, okay, and that can again affect severely your reputation in that area. So now, as far as managing the reputation, as far as personality, across the board, these things are better advised, that are generally better accepted. Being agreeable, okay, agreeable with others, not being conflictive, positive in general, not being one that looks on the negative side of things or pointing out the negative, being aware of the negative but focusing on the potential for positive or your positive objectives. Your values are a strong foundation from where you come. People associate that strongly, and all of these go to establish a level of fit in the organization. Okay. Now, as far as accomplishments, you don't want to brag about your accomplishments. Now, it is important that other people know about them, because again, like I said, that becomes part of your reputation. But making sure there is a level of awareness without bragging about them can be, it can often be tricky, but basically the way it has to happen is working it into as justification for a decision, what you've seen in the past, things like that. I mean, your degrees will go on the wall. It's something you can be proud of, but you don't have to talk about it all the time, right? Your prior job experience, you can use it anecdotally to say, when I was here, I saw this and it led me to believe this. Never like, well, I've worked in this industry for 20 years. Type scenario that tends to be resented. Okay, always be humble. Okay, no matter what level you achieve, believe it or not, there's always someone who is better at something in some way, shape, or form than you. So there's always someone at any point in time can be better at what you do than you are. Always remember that. It is a blessing to be where you are. To have the skills and accomplishment you have are largely thankful to someone else, believe it or not. Yes, your hard work was a portion of it, but there are others to thank. Be humble, be appreciative. of others. Always be complimentary. Recognize when they do something well. Be genuine, especially when you're being complimentary, and ask questions. They say there's no such thing as a dumb question. Yes, there is. There are dumb questions that are not thought through, that questions that should have been researched ahead of time, or questions that result from ill preparations. Those are bad questions. Good questions are the ones that take you further once you've done the work yourself. Okay? Those are good questions. Questions that build up other people. So keep that in mind. Always be willing to ask those types of questions. All right. Demonstrate all of the things we talk about, the competence or proficiency, your values. Demonstrate that daily, and volunteer in situations selectively. Okay? In the military, we had a saying that never volunteer. Right? Never volunteer. Right? You'll be voluntold, so you don't volunteer. But that's not always true. If you strategically volunteer for situations where you know you have the ability to make an impact, to stand out, to make a difference, or to learn something or achieve something, if you can make that work out strategically in your career, then volunteering can be an extremely valuable thing, and can be a sign that you are the person that needs to move up in the organization.